A very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this Marondera live at Wise Owl School. My name is Ben Muchedzi and I am your host today. And this encounter between Wise Owl the host taking on Churchill boys from Harare. It promises to be an intriguing afternoon. As I tell you, rivalry and pride is at stake here with Churchill doing the double on in the second team. The match has just finished 19 points to 12, and I'm sure the Talons are out to get one over the Bulldogs. We'll be back after this short break as we will take the captains through for just a little bit of a chit-chat and see how the boys are feeling. Be right back. Welcome back to Marondera. We are at Wise Owl High School and anticipating the start of this match here between Churchill Bulldogs and the Talons of Wise Owl. A quick rundown of the teams as we prepare for the captains to come through. For Churchill, number 1, Bongani Ngube, Tetiwa, God knows, Mbuyiswa, the other prop, Mafusire, and Mudiwa Kudakwashe, the locks. Mukwiri, open side flanker, blind side Nathan Moyo, Makwevera at number 8, holding down the pack, Muguto at scrummy, first 5'8" and fly half, Owen Musekwa, Tinashe Zikiti out on the wing, the centered pairing of Tino Farah Dodo and Brighton Chinyani, and out on the wing and full back respectively, Tawana Nyasha Muchini and Denzel Dave. An expansive bench and also coached by Jeffrey Madake, a legend somewhat in Zim rugby circles. As we just take through the home team here, Wise Owl, with the teacher in charge, Mr. Chapangaza. And to start off with, the first prop is Reginald Mateta, Simbarasi Chiwara, Larson Rujua, Thalson Mudziwana, Anesu Mutumira, Herbert Chinyere and Nyasha Muzoreva, both flankers. Packing down at 8 is Panashe Mazai. The first 5 or halfback pairing of Divine Hamilton and Pharrell Makunura. The wings, Tino Wonga Muganyi and David Machanga. the center pairing in the midfield, which we expect a lot of go-forward ball from them. Victor Muchenje and Blessing Saradinya, we expect to straighten up the line for the Talons. And holding it down for the Talons at fullback is Elroy Mpofu. And an expansive bench as well. We'll just go through the names quickly. Dylan Matiringe, Bernard Mujei, Odell Matenga, Takudzwa Nyamutswa, Ngakudzwe Muranda, Donnell Hamilton, and Tadiwa Tembo will come on in the jersey 22. As we just anticipate, I'll try and welcome our guest for today, the traveling team, the Churchill captain. Young man, come through, let's have a chat. Good afternoon, good sir.
I'm good, sir. How are you doing?
Very well, thanks. Tell me, how was your trip out to Marondera? How was the Chargers feeling? How was the mood in the camp?
The camp was so good. The mood, I can't complain about it. About the day, we're just about to find out.
That's fantastic. What can we expect from your team today? As, of course, traveling out of Ferrari, it's not easy. A little bit of jet lag from the bus ride here. But I expect a very physical encounter up front and some strong ball runners that you'd have, that Churchill has become accustomed to. Your thoughts there, Skipper?
My thought is Churchill is a big school. So these guys, they've got to step up. They really have to. No excuses, no what. They just have to step up. That's all I can say.
Yes, very strong words and expectations from the captain. I wish you good luck, sir.
Okay, thanks so much, sir.
As we welcome the home captain for the Talons here, as they just explained pleasantries with the Churchill captain. Good afternoon. Good, sir. Very bulky young lad, really amped for this outing here on your home patch. How's the feeling in the camp?
The feeling is good, sir. We have to make sure that we win this game. We've never lost a game on this home ground, so we have to maintain the culture and make sure the principles are kept as well. Yeah.
I like that. They say that they actually haven't lost on their home patch. Some pride at stake here for the Talons, and I'm sure the crowd will be singing. The whole school is out to support them. A little bit, what to expect from your Chargers today in the wake of this challenge that has been placed by Churchill, a very big rugby school at that?
I would expect it's a very tough game, but we expect to win. Nevertheless, we don't look down upon any team. Even if we play BMC at this ground, even people rate it low, we have to put up the game. So even Churchill, going to face them on the home ground. So yeah. We expect a very good game, also a very good competition from the big school, Churchill.
Yes, very modest and cool head and wise words from the captain, who says no matter what the opposition, they expect to bring it. And they always respect the opposition nonetheless and play to the best of their abilities. We're promised for a cracker, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back with the kickoff shortly. Good, sir. Thank you so much.
Sean comes immediately at the back.
Feed.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host again, Ben Muchetsi. We are live, brought to you by Rising Stars Media in the heart of Marindera at Wise Owl School. We're about to kick off as we see the Churchill Bulldogs in their huddle. Final words from Captain Blessed Mukwira, who is in the sixth jumper. Expect some barnstorming runs and abrasive tackling and contesting in the breakdown as our officials come through this afternoon. We have our two touch judges and ref also inclined and just going through the pleasantries. And it is going to be an interesting encounter here. Churchill looking to do the business here on Wise Owl's home turf as we see the Talons emerge from the changing rooms. The loud cheer of the faithful. Looks like the sixth formers cheering on a very colorful Talons squad in their strip of olive and yellow. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, this stream is brought to you by Rising Stars. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Rising Stars bringing you the best in schoolboy experience of rugby, sport, any sport you name it. Rising Stars is the way to be, is the place to be. Ladies and gentlemen, as we are about to await the kickoff, both teams' tosses have been done. Looks like Churchill are the ones who are going to kick off. As we brace, as we see the smoke guns going off for Wise Owl's very unique start to the game. Maybe trying to scare the opposition there a bit, but quite unique and the first of its kind. Good ingenuity from the Wise Owl Talons there. Yes, scrummy Tinotenda Muguto for Churchill. Looks like he'll get proceedings off for us. as the ref and his officials do the final checks as the benches line up for both sides. They'll be eager to play and have a little bit of impact on this match in the second half, as we expect. Whistle goes, and Muguto with a very high kick. A brilliant tackle by number 11 there on 11 for YSL as Churchill quickly recycled the ball, taken in strongly into contact by Bongani Dube. Ball recycled out here, taken to the line. Quick ball here for Churchill. Onto Nube. Nube passing it out, however, offside signaled there. Yes, YSL a little bit eager out the blocks there, but proven to be offside on that occasion. As looks like they're going to go for posts. Points on offer, and Churchill not hesitating to take them, as looks like it's going to be a very close one here. Churchill just want to get the jitters out the way, put some scores on the scoreboard, as number 20, that is Shane Chandiwana with the penalty goal there. Churchill taking the early lead, 3 points to 0 after that offside penalty, and YSL already trailing, but still early on in this match, as we see the restart about to happen now.
On the ball!
Fly off, Pharrell Makunura. That kick looked to have not gone 10 on that occasion. And the ref rules a retake.
Hey, Joa, behind Pharrell,
Yes, lucky break being given there by the referee. Retake from Makunure with a much better kick. However, goes slightly wide. And it is a line out on the far end for Churchill. The first set piece here, as we see Churchill with the put in. And can we see defensive or dark arts really from the YSL lock pairing there, who seem to have the height advantage. Churchill with the first throw in to the line out here. I should suspect territory will be key in this match. Whoever controls the match, especially at the 10s, as the ball is taken up by Churchill. Strong run there from captain. Pick and go from the base of the ruck there. Good recycling from Churchill boys. Sent out into the middle there again. Another strong run from captain Blessed Mukwira. Quick recycle from Churchill as they take it through their hands there. Brilliant fend from the 13, who lays off the ball there. Looks like it went forward slightly. Unfortunate bit of play there, but as you hear the coach bellowing instructions to his 13 there to say just take the contact instead of trying to offload. What a coach killer that we call those ones there. But still early days, no need to panic, and they just need to get a grip on their game so far. First set piece scrum of the match, as we see who will look to have dominance in both sides. Well held there from YSL, and the fullback with a very deep kick in and behind. Some brilliant work from the flyer, from the fullback rather. Jinking in, stepping left and right. Unfortunately, that pass not going to hand, but some good counter-attack rugby from the Churchill fullback there. That is Denzel Dave, as I see it. Yeah, Denzel Dave. Unfortunately, the jersey numbers are a little bit mixed up with the number 15 backing down at 8, which is Takuzwa Makwevera. Yes, and likely Denzel Dave is wearing the jersey number, as maybe it's an issue of size, as Makwevere is a big unit, as you can see. Wiseout with the put in for the second scrum here.
Keep going up.
Farrell on the ball here. Unfortunately, ball caught and intercepted by Nathan Moyo. Recycle ball forward. Churchill with the overlap here. They just need to go through the hands. And it's a clean in. And a brilliant try by Churchill. Fast ball out of the breakdown there. As you hear the loud woo woo in the background of the Churchill crowd. They're in for all money. They just needed to shift the ball on that occasion. Churchill with the first 5-pointer, racing to an 8-point lead. Kick to come. Yes, try scorer Shane Chandiwana there. Possibly handed it over to Tinotenda Muguto to take that conversion. Muguto with an excellent kick. Does it have the legs? Yes, you betcha. Converted try for Churchill, who have raced into a 10-point lead to 0 over hosts Wiseout. Wiseout need to get a grip on this game. Play in the right areas of the field. A little bit of errors as they're trying to force the pass in the tackle instead of just taking the contact. Very high. Restart again. Tap back by Churchill. Recycled here by Churchill. Looked like a knock in the tackle there, not picked up by the officials. Recycle ball for Churchill as Wiseout look to contest at the breakdown, not committing any players to the breakdown there. Contact taken, strong tackling by Wiseout. Ball is recycled here. Quick hands from Churchill as they attack this blind side. Brilliant dummy as the player is brought down. Player looked to have gone off his feet there, not picked up by the umpires. A correct call there from the referee. I feel that was a just call as the player seemed to have gone off his feet in the previous exchange there and deemed to have been holding on this occasion. A very wry glare by the referee, not taking any nonsense from the Churchill coaches here as that kick does not find touch on that occasion. Churchill recycle, set piece ball. Forward pass signaled there by the referee. Wiseout with a very decent positional play here in the attacking 22. Attacking scrum here, a decent enough blind side. I should expect 8th man to pick up off base here.
He's coming home.
As you can hear in the background is the Bulldogs fans, justly so. A little bit of a knock at the base of the ruck there as it was exiting the scrum. The 8th man attempted to pick it up. Unfortunately, a small boot from his teammate in the final second there, forcing the knock-on, and advantage turned over to Churchill, who will have a scrum within halfway through their 22. A strong shove here by Wiseout. Both front rows looking to pop up on that occasion, but the whistle has gone. Ref has called for a reset as Wiseout looks to have the ascendancy at the scrum at the moment with the larger unit that they have currently. Looks like a heavier pack. Churchill under pressure. And scrum reset being asked by the referee there. Can Wiseout put a strong shove in? and turn over that ball. Strong shove from Wiesel. Pick up from the base, from the 8th man. Shifting it over. Can he straighten the line? A brilliant step inside and out from number 13. Blessing Saradinia with the brilliant twinkle toes, jinking to the left and onto the right foot step and cantering over in the corner. Wiesel on the board here in Marindera. It's 5 points to 10. Kick to come. A strong shove, as we saw there, from the Wiesel pack, managing to turn over Churchill's put in, picked up at the base by number 8, Panashe Mazai, picked up the ball, attacked in between the first and second center, and then brilliant offload to Saradinia with the footwork, fancy footwork, and canter for a clean run in on the line. Wiesel on the board with the kick to come. As looks like Alroy Mpofu is the one who will be taking that kick, if I am correct.
Victor, number 12.
And an excellently taken kick by number 12, Victor Muchenje. Plenty of distance on that direction, no problem. Wiesel handsomely on the board, and it seemed to be clawing their way back are the Talons. 10 points to 7, 3 points down, all to play for. This match is proving to be very open, but Wiesel with the ascendancy at the scrum, can they take advantage? Territory will be key, and then taking advantage of those set pieces. Restart here by Tinotenda Muguto. Very high kick taken in by Wiesel. Decides to take the contact versus kicking. Recycle ball there. Back against the grain. Did the prop go? Quick recycle ball there for Wiesel. Some quick hands and strong barnstorming runs by Wiesel, number 7. Excellent continuity in play from Wiesel there as they look to take the ball back. Yes, caught isolated on that occasion. Yes, he thought it's their ball. Unfortunately, the prop a bit isolated on that play. The Lucies they didn't look to be backed in. Churchill with the quick recycle there. Back against the grain is the prop for Churchill. Looked like he was holding on. He had rights to the ball on that occasion. Tackler not rolling away, deemed by the referee on that occasion. Tackler's not rolling away. An unfortunate call there as the tackler was caught in between the Churchill cleaners and looks like they've signaled for posts. Churchill a little bit scared to go to the corners. I should say it is earlier on in the match. You want to try and test out your set pieces. Lineouts are a good tool in order to try and get 5-pointers. But all the same, being a guest team today, having traveled out to Marindera, they just want to keep that scoreboard ticking and keep the pressure on the host Wiesel here. As number 20, Shane Chandiwana, for his second attempt at goal off the tee. Chandiwana with a little bit of a hash of that kick there. Looks like accidental offside. Not picked up by the officials there. Recycled and the ball taken out to the blind side. And Churchill defense up to the task on that minute down the blind.
You're just supposed to stop the ball. Don't kick it too hard, man.
Yes, the coach in the background not happy with his kicker, Denzel, on that occasion. He seemed to have rushed that kick, trying to put in too much effort instead of just chipping it, as it was right underneath the post and sent it to strike the left upright as Churchill have the line-out injection right on the 22 on the far side. Churchill still leading by 10 points to 3. Too much time being taken. Quick hands from Wise Owl. Took the contact there. Well played from the Wise Owl individual. Looks like a maul. Hand held up, signaled there. Recycle ball for Wise Owl. Good barnstorming run again from the Wise Owl prop. Caught behind the gain line a bit there. Good rolling from the Churchill tacklers. Yes, not rolling away. Needs to be taken on the spot. Both scrum halves guilty of that as Wise are looking to play a very fast game as Muchenje gets the ball out wide. Somebody needs to straighten that line a bit as they're flirting with the touch line. Ball is recycled for Wise Owl with the chip through there. The bounce doesn't. And a brilliant tackle by Wise Owl there. Seat belt tackle there as he should have gone low. Ill discipline. They had the advantage. There was some quick thinking from the scrum half. As you can hear the coach in the background really having a go at his players on the bench just to keep those tackles below the shoulder line. And a brilliant touch finder there from fly half for Churchill boys. That is Owen Musekiwa. And right on the halfway line are Churchill.
Why are you trying to run out of the 22 ball?
Yes, coach not happy in the background as his players seemed to not be following instructions. But all the same, it is an interesting spectacle and the joys of rugby. Pressure matches really test the players and their character and their resolution as looks like the players were offside. Yes, a deliberate knock on there by Wise Owl within the line-out, an attempted intercept, but not realistically going to catch that ball anyway. Brilliant offload and a brilliant line from captain for Churchill boys. That's Nathan Moyo, open side flanker in jersey 7. A brilliant line that he ran, unfortunately was isolated on that occasion. Wise Owl turning the ball over. Yes, Wise Owl, Muchenje with the touch finder. Not going for distance, just making sure that it goes out as we see Wise Owl with their first line out of the match. They do have the height advantage. Can the hooker get... Wise Owl with the throw. Well gathered by Wise Owl here. Knock on in the tackle ruled by the referee there. Some excellent line speed that we're seeing from the Churchill boys. They look up for it for sure. As the fly half there for Wise Owl was caught napping a bit there. Tinowonga Makunure, rather Pharrell Makunure, caught napping on the ball there, trying to dilly-dally. Yes, fly halves like to look shiny on the field, but at this point, you're in your own half. You don't want to be messing around with that ball because territory is everything. A simple turnover, you could be you could find yourself 5 points down. Good scrum again from Wise Owl. They spread the ball out wide. Brilliant footwork by the winger. brought down finally just inside the 10. Ball recycled there. Double tackle there on the very large number 1 and prop. Seem to have come off the head there, but the ref rules a knock on. As Churchill take in the big ones there, as you can see, hands on hips and hands on heads as well. They're having to work extra hard, as Wise Owl does have a very quick backline, utilizing the full width of the field, spreading that ball, and fitness already coming into question for the Churchill Bulldogs this afternoon, and they have an attacking scrum within the Wise Owl half, a few meters outside the 22. Strong shove from Wise Owl, picked up at the base.
Thank you.
Yes, the ruck had formed on that occasion. Players not back 10. Advantage being played. I presume pick up and go from the base by captain for Churchill in jersey number 6. Quick recycle once again. Churchill try line begging, yeah, and is forced back by excellent strong defending from Uchenje. Looks like Churchill still have the ball here. Some good aggressive defending from Wiesel. Advantage being played here, penalty advantage. Tacklers not rolling away. Looks to be held up there, and they will take it back for advantage. Players not rolling away after the tackle. Quick tap from, and he looks isolated there. Wiesel look brilliant, patient build up, utilizing their big ball carriers and proving too much on the force behind those legs, and Churchill dot down yet another try, their second of the match, stretching their lead to 15 points with the kick to come. Chinomutenda Muguto with the conversion. They're stretching the lead to 17 points to 7, a 10-point advantage restored for Churchill. Wiesel just need to play rugby in the right areas of the field. It's important for the pivot to be able to play a territory game, as they're just inviting the opposition into their half, the mistakes telling, and then Churchill will be on the attack and resulting in a try, yet another try, as we've seen now. 10 points to 7, 17 points to 7, as you see. It's a good kick from.
Get out there! Get up! Get up! Get up!
As you see, a counter attack here from, and that seems to have gone out on the full. The Churchill 9, Wiesel caught napping. A dummy from the number 9, Tinotenda Muguto, showing the ball to the line and just taking the gap and putting on the afterburners with a clean run in on try. And another 5-pointer here for Churchill, who seem to be running away with it at the moment. 22 points to 7, and a double punch. Yes, try scorer looks.
Well done, Tino.
Tino Muguto there, converting his own try after that brilliant individual piece of play there. Just stepping on the inside, leaving the Wiesel defense not tight on those fringes around the ruck on that occasion. And caught unawares, Muguto with the quick thinking, spotting that gap, and a clean run in for a try.
Oh, ref! Oh, come on, Kuda. Thank you, ref. Thank you, ref.
Yes, kickers are in front, rather the chasers in front of the kicker on that occasion. That's why it is a free kick to Churchill, who have called for a scrum. Yes, Wiesel guilty of having chasers in front of the kick on numerous occasions. Churchill boys with the put in here have taken a commanding 24 points to 7 lead. Strong shove from Wiesel, picked up at the base here by the 8th man, who's taken just on the other side of the 10. Penalty signaled for, and it's a quick tap there. Looks like the players weren't back 10 there. A recycle ball for Wiesel here, picked up and he's gone to the blind side. Looks a little bit isolated. A pick and go again, offloaded in the tackle. And it is a try for Wiesel Talons in the far right-hand corner. Some quick thinking by their forwards. Offloading in the tackle for back to 10 points. The difference. Brilliant kick out wide there from number 12, Muchenje.
Don't talk to the ref. Keep your mouth shut. Don't talk to the ref. Discipline, boys.
Yes, that kick not going 10. And the scrum called by Wiesel, cleverly so, because their pack seems to be really having a field day against the Bulldogs today, and they do have the ascendancy, a very bulkier and heavier pack, as you'd expect. Strong shoving from Wiesel, gentlemen, as this try scorer Herbert Chinyere there, picked up at the base. Looks like a late tackle off the ball there.
Thank you, ref.
It's a knock-on, unfortunately, there in the tackle. Wiesel with the put in here for, well, Churchill rather, with the put in just outside the 10-meter mark in the heart of Wiesel. It's half a strong shot from Wiesel ever. Ball picked up at the base by Makwevera. Yes, a knock on there at the base of that ruck.
Taku, come on, man. Just go down to the ground and present. Oh, come on, man. That's your second mistake now.
Yes, the coach just appealing for a little bit of patience from his 8th man there, who tried to offload within the tackle. A very vocal and frustrated figure at the moment. And a knock-on again at the base by 8th man for Panashe Mazai. A few minutes to go here. 1 minute, I'm being told. The background for half-time as the Wiseau have another strong rush. Unfortunately, not pushing straight on that occasion. Looked like the Churchill front row had popped due to the extra power from the Wiseau pack. However, ruled illegal scrummaging as taken in by Moyo. A high tackle and penalty advantage for Churchill here. Some good silky hands. Ball recycled again. Good counter-rucking, no advantage signaled there. High tackle right in the heart of the field. There is the option. They might be going for posts here. And yes, a wise choice as we are approaching halftime. Just the final few seconds as Churchill just want to get the last bit of ascendancy in this half and stretch the points to just underneath 2 converted tries. A 13-point lead it would be if fly half Chinomutenda Muguto manages to get it on, and he's dead on target. Dead on target there, and he stretches the lead. Churchill leading 27 points to 14.
Let's go, man, we are down. Face, hurry up.
Looks like the final play of this half. Has it gone 10? Yes, it has. Handsomely taken by a Wiseau who regather their kickoff. Strong run from the prop for Wiseau. Recycle ball there. Yes, Wiseau attacking line looking a little bit flat. Need to utilize a little bit of depth there as the line speed of Churchill looked to be offside there. Quick hands from Wiseau. Strong fend from Uchenje. Putting on the footwork there as he's brought down just outside the 22. Quick hands from Wiseau.
Thank you. Offside. Divine, do corner.
Don't do that, corner.
Wiseau going for post there. Should have gone to the corner. They are down by almost 2 converted tries. And 3 points just aren't going to cut it at the minute. They need to kick for the corner and just back themselves with that height advantage in their line out. But all the same, Muchenje, who's dead eye on target off the boot, will be confident that he will be able to get 3 points here and take his team to within 10 points as he lines this one up.
Hey, you're giving him 3 points for nothing.
A very deafening hush in the background. Trots towards the ball. Head down, follow through, and it is over. And that is half-time being signaled here. The points are 27 points to 17. We'll be back with a little bit of an interview as I have a chat with Wiseau headmaster, Mr. Guy Guarati. We'll be back after this break. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the halftime team talk. Scores locked at 27-17 to Churchill Bulldogs, the guests for today. I'm joined in commentary, the studio, by our home headmaster, Mr. Guy Ngwarati. Good afternoon, sir. Thoughts on this first half?
Fantastic game. Good afternoon, Zimbabwe. Fantastic game of rugby. It's great to host Churchill here and Chef Coach Jeff Madake. Beautiful to see them coming to our place here. And it's been a beautiful first half, a bit of feisty rugby, which obviously is expected of typical Zimbabwean schoolboy rugby. So yeah, beautiful rugby. Still a second half to play.
Yes, some brilliant set-piece play that we're seeing from Wise Owl, who have really are claiming a name for themselves in the rugby circle or sporting circles over the last couple of years. Your thoughts on that, sir, in the development that you're doing at the school?
Look, our mantra at Wise Owl is we go the extra mile, and we believe each and every child that we have here should have an equal opportunity to get out there to play in the sport, to be good in their academics as well as their culture. And what you see here on the field of play is part of our culture. And you talked about set pieces. You saw the scrums and how we're dominating in the scrums. And I hope the second half can go like this, and we then can convert the dominance into points.
Yes, as you heard it, the scrum is dominating. The boys are eating their beef and also finishing their veggies. And we expect a brilliant set-piece play in the second half. Can your Chargers pull it off to claim victory on their home patch?
100%. Obviously, you know, I've got to be a neutral because as a headmaster, I've got to also look out for the Churchill boys. But the second half, I'm going to give it to Wise Owl because just looking at how they're playing really well. But a few, what I call, you know, silly schoolboy errors. And of course, they're schoolboys, and that's expected. So I'm expecting a brilliant second half from our boys and better tackling, obviously, and line speed.
Yes, there you have it from the headmaster of Wise Owl, Mr. Guy Ngwarati. A beautiful patch they've set out for here. The groundsman did an excellent job, and the field is very lush, very thick, nice and soft. So no excuses on soft tackling, as you've heard. We'll be back after this short break, back for the second half. Stay tuned. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Wise Owl School in Marandera. The hosts trailing at the moment, 27 points to 14. A questionable decision at the end there. The final kick deemed to have gone awry. We had said it was 17 points, but unfortunately the officials ruling that after much deliberation that kick did not go over as Churchill looked to start strong. Player not being brought down. Strong run from Makwenere there for Makwewera Takudzwa in jersey number 8. Strong defense from Wiesel. Recycled there from Churchill. Losing it in the tackle there. Picked up by number 8. Panashe Mazai. Putting on the afterburners for Wiesel. Brought down just short of the 22. Recycle ball here. Looks to be taking his time there, allowing the Churchill defense to get back into shape.
Thank you.
Ceiling called by the referee there.
Touch.
Yes, scrum off, not happy with that decision. Unfortunately, yes, it was sealing off there as he was on his feet, but seemed to have that ball's not finding touch.
Go. Don't stop, man.
Ball's been shifted out wide. Good slick hands from Wiesel. Inside ball there onto Muchenje with the barnstorming run. Tackler not releasing. Not through the gate there on that occasion.
Gaffer, don't forget to work against the grain.
Yes, the referee appealing to the players to attempt the turnover, but they need to come through the gate, as he's just explaining it to Churchill, number 8, Makwewera there. Just gives a thumbs up as Muchenje looks to have shaken off that one there. A penalty signaled.
Up. Makumbo, and someone take the ball.
The strong tackle there by number 8. Going at it in pairs.
Ref, they're diving, ref. They're diving.
Good strong cleaning at the ruck by Wiesel. Footwork done there by Wiesel. A brilliant step on the inside and a barge through number 13. You tell your Blessing Saradinia with an individual brilliance there, some pace, power, taking it on and dotting it down for Wiesel to the cheer of the bench. Wiesel hot out of the blocks in the second half, 19 points to 27. A brilliant run, barnstorming run from Blessing Saradinia. Yes, Saradinia putting on the afterburners after showing the ball to the line, leaving the defenders in their wake, putting on the pace, stepping on the inside, and big boomfa, managing to bounce on through the defender on that occasion and dotting the ball down. Muchenje with the attempted conversion for Wiesel. Can he get his bearings right on this occasion? Again, slightly wide. No problem with the distance again, but yeah, Wiesel, 19 points now.
Hey, from there, we get it, we go under east. Feel.
Churchill with an 8-point lead at the moment.
You can't lose ball into contact, man.
Anyway.
Come, Tino. Make sure.
You don't touch. Yeah.
Yes, Churchill not rolling away. The tackle is not rolling away. Quick hands there from Wiesel. Good recycle from Waisal here as they take the ball into the half. A strong run from Pop number 3. That's Lawson Rujua. Pick and go there.
Hold him up, Taku. Hold him up. Hold him up. Good ball. Well done. Well done. Come on, I think
Quick recycle there from Waisal. Show and go from number 1. Reginald Mateta taking the contact. Quick recycle for Hamilton there. Hamilton onto Muchenje. Muchenje with the bump and fend. Recycle ball. Quick ball for Hamilton. Off their feet. Ruled there by the referee. Herbert Sinyere guilty of going off his feet on that occasion. But Waisal seemed to have gotten into their rhythm. Will this one find touch? Yes, it does. A brilliant kick from number 9, Tino Mutenda Muguto. Line out just on the other side of the 10-meter, about 15 meters into the Waisal half. Is it affecting the... Churchill with the recycle here. Looks like a knock on there. The yellow card coming for Waisal number 2. Repeat infringements there. And referee losing his patience now and has sent the number 2 to the sin bin. Waisal down to 14 men and number 9, Tinomtenda Muguto, lining it up here for the conversion penalty attempt. Does he have the direction? No, he doesn't. And that ball goes slightly wide. It will be a 22 dropout for Waisal. Recycle here for Waisal. Some quick hands down the line there from Waisal. Good counter-rucking from Churchill there. Yes, sir. Counter-rucking from Churchill on that occasion. They're not back 10. Yes, sir, but some good silky hands from Waisal on that occasion. Sorry, a bit of confusion from the players on the field.
Hey, stay strong in those racks, man.
Good line run from Churchill there. Good recycle, picked up at the base from Makwewera. Makwewera into contact, recycled again for Churchill. Muguto out to number 10. Attempted Looked like a knock-on in the tackle there. Muchenje strong on the ball. It's being held up there. Recycle ball here. Hot on to number 13. Shifting it out. Strong tackle there by Churchill. Churchill defense is rather abrasive at this minute and point. Tackler not rolling away. Penalty signaled by the ref. Wiesel looking to employ a tap there. Some footwork being put on by prop Larson Rujua, who goose-stepped out of that one. It's not one that you see every day. Loads off the tackle, and it's a brilliant offload onto Elron Wiesel with a brilliant set-piece tackle there on that. It is a try, 5-pointer. I tell you what, number 12, Victor Muchenje for Wiesel, proving to be a real stalwart and game changer for his Chargers. The Talons are well and truly sharp and crisp in attack. Offloading within the tackle, the beautiful ball over the top to Alroy Mpofu, who dots it out down over the try line. Wiesel with another try, and that equals the scores, 27 apiece with the kick to come. Can Muchenje really compose himself and regain his radar on this occasion to give Wiesel the very first lead of the match? Muchenje with the conversion, and he's bang on target. Wiesel 29 points, Churchill 27. A brilliant comeback from the Talons of Wiesel to the cheers of the crowd. It is 29 points. It's a ball recycled there by Churchill. Yes, Churchill with the 1-point lead, 26 points to Wiesel. 1 point in it. Wiesel with the upper hand and momentum in the minute. Churchill holding on for dear life as substitutions being signaled here by the officials as yes, not a favorable sight to see a player who is injured as he's been helped off by the medics. Line out on the halfway line, not straight, but gathered by Churchill. Recycle ball there. Taken behind the gain line. Alroy Mpofu with that strong tackle there. Churchill, number 13, putting on the footwork, straightening the line. Recycle the ball for Wiesel. Muguto out into midfield there. Quick hands from the two lock forwards. Recycle ball here. Tacklers not rolling away or rolling away in the wrong direction. A quick tap from Muguto. Not 10 are Wiesel. No advantage being signaled by the referee. Good patient build-up here from Churchill. Some brilliant defense by Wiesel on that occasion. A brilliant double-teamed effort going in for the jackal there. Seems to be an injured player who's struggling a bit here after that ruck. Churchill has 2 players that are down at the moment. The medics have their work cut out in the minute. This game, rugby, being a contact sport, is not for the faint-hearted. Expect to get injured. Unfortunately, not deliberately, but it does come with the nature of the sport. Heavy contact being put on display as both teams are hotly contesting that breakdown, as Churchill seem to be coming off second best at the moment, as captain for Churchill, number 6, Blessed Mukwira, is up once again. But Churchill with 2 players having gone down on their haunches and in the medical tent at the moment. Yes, penalty being signaled for holding on as play resumes here. Another goosey from number 3, Rujua. Ball recycled out here. Yes, and it is a line out for Wiesel. A line out put in just inside the Wiesel half for Churchill. It's a high tackle rule there. A strong run from number 5, Anetso Mutumiri. They're sending his defender backwards. As the ref signals a stop to play there. An unfortunate passage of play there for Churchill, who's most of their team, their starting lineup seems to be going down in injuries, as number 15, Takudzwa Makwewera, seems to have shaken off that knock that he received. They're not back 10 there. Wiesel looking to go for touch. Yes, well kicked there by Muchenje in jersey number 12, who has been a standout player for Wiesel today, with a couple of very decisive and barnstorming runs, as they have a line out right on the 22. Yes, 2 balls on the field on that occasion. To be thrown in now by Chiwara Simbarashe. Clean line out taken there. The maul employed by, yes, a bit of truck and trailer ruled there. A bit of truck and trailer ruled. Scrum down on the 15-meter line for Churchill boys. Yes, the game still and one and truly left to play for as we see the scrum off. Hamilton, Divine, again not pushing straight in the scrum. Quick take by Muguto, who's held up. Recycle ball. In through the side ruled there. Looked like he had come through the gate. Yes, the ball spread out wide for Churchill there as they look to attack. They're still in possession as the winger cuts back on the inside. Some brilliant footwork. A brilliant run from the winger. Picked up and dunked by Wise Owl. Brilliant step there. And a bone-crunching tackle by the prop for number 1, Reginald Mateta of Wise Owl. Pick up and go from captain Makwira. Drop goal attempt is the direction there. Unfortunately, that goes slightly wide. A drop goal attempt there by number 20, Shane Chandiwana. And another injury gone down as that strong tackle from the prop of Wise Owl. Coming off a little bit second best there as this tackle seems to be flying in as the boys look to gain that little bit of dominance within the tackle, to gain that bit of advantage as well. Yes, reminder of the scores here in favor of Churchill, 27-26. Wise Owl have all to do. Fortunately, territory not on their side in the minute as they need to play in the right areas of the field. It is a goal line dropout and they've decided to take a quick tap as they spread the ball. Yes, a technical penalty ruled there as Wise Owl were taking their sweet time to restart that 22 line dropout as they were trying to find an angle to get the kick away, but deemed time wasting by the referee, and turnover of possession. Muguto for Churchill with the put into the scrum, and can Wise Owl push straight this time?
Thank you. Okay, 3 points.
A questionable call there by the referee. From my view, it looked like the Churchill front row did pop due to the power of the Wise Owl front row, but the officials call at the end of the day, and it is a penalty to Churchill, who are going for posts and will stretch their lead to 4 points. And outside of a single score, and Wise Owl with all to do at the minute. Churchill playing in the right areas of the field, and number 9, Muguto, hooking that kick. The pressure tallying, the pressure tallying, the pressure tallying. It is not easy, ladies and gentlemen. Whilst we might think it is easy, it is not. A very deep kick from Strong contesting at the breakdown there by Wiesel. Quick recycle, Mukuto. Good recycling from Churchill there. Mukuto on the ball. Out wide onto his 10. Show and go of the ball. Unfortunately, that was slightly behind. Still in possession here. Oh, Churchill with the strong run into the 22. Unfortunately, knocking that ball on in contact. No advantage being signaled. Offside being signaled by the referee. Recycle ball for Churchill here. Looks like it's going to be, yes, Muguto with the recycle here. A slight knock in contact there, not picked up by the officials. As Churchill are still in possession here. Skip pass from the fly half. Sent out on the wing, who cuts inside. Taken in by the Wiesel defense. Strong defense from Wiesel. Reset here for Churchill. As it goes through the hands. Makwewera on the ball. Strong showing from Makwewera all day today. Advantage being played here for offside. Yes, Wiesel questioning that decision, but they were clearly offside on that occasion as number 20, Shane Chandiwana, looks to line this one up and make sure on the conversion as the scores are still 27-26. Chandiwana with the conversion and stretching the lead to 4 points. Wiesel definitely requires at least a try or 2 penalties to regain or to actually gain the lead for the first time in this match, as it is now 30 points to 26. Wiesel all to play for on their home turf. There's some good fanning out defense from Wiesel there as they look to gain possession of the ball. Pick and go from Churchill boys. Strong carry from their loose forwards there. Recycle ball. Strong run from Wiesel. Unfortunately, not supported by his teammates. Holding on is the signal. Some brilliant individual brilliance. Yes, not tapped from the correct position there. Wiesel had a heart in their sleeves for a bit there as the number 14 and winger, that is David Machkanga, had a chance and a clean run in. Yes, that ball not going out wide here. Hands past the ball, hands on the ground in that attempted jackal there. Wiesel with all to do here. They definitely need to score next. Yes, a bit of afters from the crowd we're having a little go at the referee, who doesn't take much liking to it. Something that's not called for in sport. We always look for good sportsmanship throughout, no matter the decisions being made by the officials. It is a hotly contested match, and we don't expect things like that from spectators or anything to show by that. Apologies for the viewers back home, and yes, a break-up in play here, as there's a little bit of a debate that is happening. Looks like the game is finished.
Line speed, Buddha! It's the deaf line speed! Let's get into their faces!
Ladies and gentlemen, we will be back after this break. A short interval, as there's been a break-up in play, as seems to be a little bit of a technical issue being sorted out. We'll be back after this break. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We apologize for the short break there. The officials did need a comfort break, it seems. A little bit under the weather as the sun has been beating down in Marondera, and it is a penalty restart here. Wiesel, much rested, and are looking to effect a quick tap here. A goosey from the prop forward. Recycle ball here for Wiesel with all to play. 7 minutes to go here. Quick recycle, Muchenje onto number 13. Offloads in the tackle. They just need to take the contact here. Taken in by number 7, Muzorewa. Recycle ball here. Out onto Rujua, who takes the contact there. Good clean out for Wiesel. Acres of space on the outside there. A brilliant step on the inside and out. And Churchill cover defense comes across there. Tension builds here at Wiesel School. A strong run towards the line by Wiesel, loose forward. And number 6, Herbert Chinyere. Advantage being played here. Advantage being played. Oh, it's a penalty. Charge for the line, and he is over! Lawson Rujua, you beauty! He backs himself, really went into it with the goose step, head down, you betcha, knocking the defenders out the way. It is a 5-pointer for Wiesel, earning the lead for the very first time. 31 points to 30 with the kick to come. Mr. Rujua, hats off to you, sir. Lawson Rujua has been a standout for his side, sporting the black and yellow scrum cap in the jersey, number 3 for Wiesel. Lawson Rujua, you better remember the name for Coach Sean D'Souza, the under-20 coach. This is one lad to look out for in your charges, sir. He is a very strong, really backs himself. As you saw, he put his head down, backed his power as Muchenje with the conversion. It is now 33 points to 30. 3-point lead for Wiesel with 2 minutes to go. Just 2 minutes to go. Wiesel taking the lead in the final 2 minutes here for the first time. Everything is abuzz at the moment. The crowd is in full voice. A brilliant setting of rugby out here in Marondera. Hanging kick. Recycle ball here by Churchill. Tackle ball and man, as you are seeing there by Wiesel. They can't afford to be offside. Ripped in the tackle, and it is a knock on. It is a knock on. It seemed to have been 2 phases that had gone there. Advantage should have well and truly been over. Yes, Churchill with an attacking scrum here. Can Wiesel push straight? This time, yes, they do. Ball is recycled. Spread out wide here. A strong tackle. Yes, ball sent out onto the blind side here. Muchenje with the barnstorming run seems to have gone forward. A forward pass, unfortunately. Wiesel thought they were in for all money, but yes, that was a forward pass. Heads on shoulders and heads here in the stands in disbelief. But their team does still have the lead, just 3 points in it, and territory might prove to be it here, as it is a put-in for Wiesel. They just need to push straight and just make things happen for themselves. For the first time they are leading in this match. They just need cool heads to close it down. Less than a minute to play, and might be the final moments of this match out in Marandera. Up and under here looks like a collision of players. Head contact on knee. And just a break up in play there, as we see the two players, one from Wiesel each and from Churchill, receiving some treatment from the medics, as Wiesel look to close out this match. Mbozuma yo passport ye Wiesel. It's a pick up and go from the base from Churchill here. Doesn't seem to have gone to hand. Recycle ball for Churchill. Double tackle, they offload in the tackle. Quick recycle from Churchill here with a bit of an overlap. Unfortunately, that ball being knocked forward. And that is the final whistle. Wiesel Talons clawing their way back into the match in the final moments of that match, taking the match 33 points to 30. Ladies and gentlemen, we just witnessed a classic of schoolboy rivalry. Yes, a slight break-up in play due to a very hot afternoon. The officials bearing the effects of some warm weather out in Marandera, but all the same, a very good showing from both the lads, from both Churchill Bulldogs and Wiesel Talons. It has been a very good showing here in Marandera. Churchill boys are distraught after holding the lead for most of the match there. And it is 33 points to 30, the final score. We'll be back after this break with some few interviews with either coaches and the captains, of course. We'll be back.
Churchill coach is the one that's in front of you. Yeah, the one around here.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Wise Owl School in Marandera. We just witnessed an epic clash of schoolboy rugby. The Talons taking it by 33 points to 30 of the Bulldogs. I'm in commentary here with Churchill boys coach, Mr. Jeffrey Madake, legend in Zim rugby circles. Good sir, good afternoon, and your thoughts on that match today?
Brilliant game, man. Bit of a seesaw. Obviously, we won this first half, and Wise Owl won the second half. You know, two good halves for both teams. So yeah, fantastic stuff. Yeah.
Yes, fantastic stuff all around. Contrasting, you guys started really fast out of the blocks. You're really keeping that scoreboard ticking over, trying to keep it going. You had a healthy 10-point lead in most of the first and second half, and then Wise Owl just turned the screw a bit with some individual brilliance in the line, and not for a lack of effort from your boys.
No, definitely, yeah. We missed a lot of tackles, I think, in the second half. I think the guys got a bit, relaxed, thinking that the game was over, because we had a huge lead going into the second half. But kudos to Wise Owl, man. They played a brilliant game in the second half. Yeah.
Yes, and the season has started off on the right footing for you. At the Derby Day recently, you had some good results there, notably against PE. Not the ideal result today, but all the same, you draw the lessons from that. Who do you have coming up next this week?
Well, we've got Prince Edward.
A rematch right on Jubilee Field. Correct. I'm sure your boys will be eagerly anticipating that match. Good sir, we wish you a safe trip back to Harare. Your final thoughts?
We're just going to go back home and fix the mistakes, work a bit on our tackling, make sure that the boys stay focused in the second half going forward, yeah.
There you have it from coach, the legend himself, Jeffrey Madake, head coach of Churchill Bulldogs. Just saying, we'll go back to the drawing board. It's not the end of the day. They'll go again next week. Be sure to look out for them on Jubilee in Harare next week. Good sir, thank you.
Thank you very much, my brother. Cheers.
Just await the coach from Wise Owl to have his thoughts on this match here. He looks a very relieved coach at that, on his home patch in front of his home crowd and members of staff here. Good sir, well done on the victory.
Thank you very much.
And your thoughts on that match today? A very big contrast between the first and second half. You were trailing for most of it, but the good character being shown by your boys in the end.
I believe it was a game of two halves. We started off with a lot of errors in the first half. If you look at the first 20 minutes, it was penalty after penalty. The guys were not falling back on side, and they were being penalized so many times. And when we went to half-time, we had to speak with the boys because I could see they were not psyched up well, but the second half, they wanted it more. I think they're more hungry now. You find that we're having less mistakes, and we countered when we wanted to. And it worked, because if you looked at it, we're down by 13 points at halftime. So to come back and win 33-30, I think the team showed some character that I'm happy with.
Indeed, sir, they did show some character, going the extra mile, as your school motto says, and a testament to them. Really early out in the season, a very good result against a very good Churchill side. What do you have to look forward to in this coming week? Who are you guys taking on and where?
Next weekend we are playing BMC, our neighbors. They are not an easy fit. They play well. They are solid side. Right now they're playing at St. George's. I'm not sure what was the final score, but it's a game that we are looking forward to, and we are not slowing down. And from here onwards, we have some heavy fixtures because we're going to play Milton, we're going to play Plumtree, we're going to play St. John's College on a midweek. We're going to play Peterhouse as well. So there are big fixtures coming through. So we have to be prepared for it. And I think the guys have showed that from here onwards we have something to work on, and I think we can work from here.
Yes, lessons always look to be drawn from each time the players step onto the field. Thank you, Coach, for a very good showing, a very good setting out here. The crowd was out in full force, the field well prepared by the groundsmen, and just go and have a team huddle with your team. Enjoy this victory, sir. Well done. And that is it from Marondera, being Wise Owl High School in Marondera, and the final score being 33 points to 30. Wise Owl Talons taking it by just 3 points, clawing it back just at the death there with that barnstorming run from their prop number 3, who was my man of the match. I am your host, Ben Muchedzi. Thank you for tuning in to this feed brought to you by Rising Stars, Stars to the World. This is me, Ben, signing out. I thank you.